This is our collar. We have both pieces facing each other with right sides, right? Because once I sew it, I'm gonna flip it, and this is what I want showing to the viewer, okay? So what we did is we marked 5/8 of an inch from that straight bottom edge, along this edge, along the curvy edge, and back down. So when we sew that, we're gonna start at that cross mark at the very bottom, do back tack. When I get to this corner, every single time that I sew corners, and this is just like old wives' tale, like something I picked up in an internship thing, it's very reliable. I'm gonna overshoot my corner and I'm gonna back tack a few times. Then I'm gonna drop my needle where my sewing line's gonna continue. Remember we did pivoting? I'm gonna swing and I'm gonna do the same thing. A little bit of back tacking, and then I'll continue sewing. So your Post-it note is still there for your seam allowance, but what's important is this has curve to it, okay? I think the men's collar doesn't have much of a wave. Yours has a little bit of, I think, more of like an arch shape. So that means that this raw edge has to stay lined up with your Post-it. So you're gonna be like turning this fabric. Pins. See how I'm kind of rotating the fabric as it's curving? And I'm gonna do the same thing. Back tack at my corner, drop my needle, lift, pivot. And then when I come down to my X here, gross. When I make it down to the X mark, I'm gonna back tack and I'm gonna remove it. So I want you to look at the finished. I did not sew all the way to the bottom so that I can open this up. It's gonna make more sense when we attach it to the shirt. So you're gonna sew 1, 2, and 3. Make sure you do that back tacking in the corners. Yeah. And be sure that you start 5/8 of an inch above that straight bottom edge, okay?